Hiya, and welcome back to Tennis Ace, the game that teaches us that Shoichi's dad is a bitch. Anyways, let's just hop right in. Ah, hello there, Tanabe-san. Shoichi comes back with a bottle of what looks to be a lemon-flavored drink in his hand. He tries to hand it to me, but upon noticing the presence of the red panda, his entire body tenses up, even the fur around the back of his neck bristles up. Who? Oh, wait. You're Yurata-san, right? It's been a while since I've last seen you. I barely recognized you. Yeah, well, you guys didn't really hang out together even when you and I were closer, and Shoichi's gotten quite a lot taller since then, too. Tanabe-kun looks Shoichi up and down, his face scrunching up in the process. Nah, Tanabe doesn't look cute. Tanabe doesn't look hot, he looks cute. I just want to, like, grab his face and just squish it. I just want to violently squish his face because his face looks so squishable. Yes, he certainly has. What's with the way you said that? Did you just click your tongue? Is there some kind of problem here? Not at all. Somehow I'm having trouble believing you. Tanabe smash or pass. I'm gonna have to pass. I'm gonna have to pass. Like, even though, like, his, like you said, like, the pecs angle, like, even though those are definitely just, there's, like, shove your face between them angle, they are nowhere near the level of Shoichi. Nowhere near Shoichi level. Regardless, I merely came by to wish you luck on the rest of the competition. I look forward to playing against you soon, Yuichi-kun. Thanks! Same here! As for Haruki-kun, Tanabe turns to face Kei-kun, staring the hair in the eye. Immediately upon having his name called by him, Kei-kun tenses up completely. Seriously, what's even going on with the muscles on your face? That's hilarious. Yes? I look forward to your match against Kokonose-san and Kokonose-kun. I have my last match of the day slotted for the same time, but I will make sure to finish it quickly so I can watch yours. Now, if you'll excuse me. Thank... Keisuke tries to mutter something, but Tanabe-kun had already left before he managed to get even 2 words out. Which might have been fortunate for him, considering how he tripped over himself there. Actually, I think he might have bitten his tongue. You okay there? Yeah, my tongue. Guess I was right. I gently rubbed Keisuke's back in an attempt to be comforting, which he doesn't seem to take issue with. Saya, smash or pass. Well, I'm gay, so pass. But if I were straight, still pass, because she scares me. Saya legitimately scares the shit out of me. Like, she's the kind of person who... Hang on. Saya-chan is the kind of person to, like, walk up to you while you're doing your own thing, like you're busy playing, like, Call of Duty on the Xbox 720 or something. Like, she just walks up and is like, hey, big boy. It is 3 p.m. Time for your pegging session. And if you are good, then you will get, then, I don't know. I might let you go out with, I might let you get that new game you've been looking at, and you're just like, let's fucking go. Ah! But no, Saya looks like she'd be a fun friend, though. What about you, Shoichi? You got weirdly serious. I don't like that guy. Oh! I wasn't expecting him to say something like that so openly. How come? It sounded like you two barely knew each other. You would be right, but I still don't like him. He did a lot of damage to Yuichi, and I can't help but resent him for it. That? It's not that big of a deal. Damage? What exactly? Well, we don't have time to talk. We don't have to talk about it. Like I said, it's not a big deal. You. Fair enough. Is he always like that, by the way? Tanabe-san, I mean. He was intense. Yeah, he scared me a little bit when he talked about watching my match. Saya is the cinnamon roll and would kill you. Haruki looks like they could kill you and is a cinnamon roll. Sho is the type that looks like they'll kill you and will kill you. Jun looks like a cinnamon roll and is a cinnamon roll. Yeah. I'm sorry, but Jun is he is a danger kitty. Jun is a danger kitty and he is the least dangerous. He's the least dangerous ones. Oh! 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 Monosodium glutamate. The funny blue website. Nah, man. It's probably a good thing that you didn't know about it. It's probably a good thing. He can be like that. He takes tennis really serious. Way more than anyone I know. Way more than even I used to. That's the whole reason we fell out with each other in the first place. He doesn't tend to take an interest in that many people, though. You should feel flattered. You say that, but that doesn't help me. But that doesn't help to make me less uneasy. To be fair, it's not often that we talk like that. Yeah, let me, adjust my microphone here. MSG, make shit good, yeah? To be fair, we don't often talk like that. It's not. Tanabe-kun hasn't really chatted with me much in the last few years. Nah, I'm not going to bug you about it. We used to be close friends and talked a lot, but ever since the end of middle school, things have been a little more distant. Yeah. We never really talked during competitions anymore. We'd exchange a few words right before our matches, but he'd always look frustrated and angry about something after them. Most people tend to be happy when they win, but Tanabe would look downright pissed. This is the closest we've ever gotten to him being friendly with me again. Oh my god. That's not fair. It reminds me of how we used to be before. Now I miss that Takagi all over again. Ugh, I really do hate that guy. Huh? You can't expect to look like you're about to cry right in front of me and not want me to get mad at the person who got you like that? About to cry? I didn't look like... You kinda did, Yuichi-san. What? No way. I was just thinking about stuff. Ugh, crap, control your face, Shoichi! Well, let's just get going, okay? We don't want to miss Saya-chan's match. But, I grabbed the bottle in Shoichi's hand, quickly opening it and downing half of its contents all in one go. There! Oh, better, let's go now. Alright, we'll go. Just don't drink it too fast. You'll spill. It's fine, don't worry so much! Shoichi rubs the bridge of his nose, letting out a slow, drawn-out sigh before nodding. Without wasting any more time, I turn around and set out on my way to Saya's court. Unable or unwilling to argue, the two of them follow obediently behind me. Oh right, I should probably go inform the front desk of my match results first, huh? Don't just casually forget important stuff like that! Oops. Guess I couldn't hold it in anymore. Kind of relief, though. Seeing Shoichi trying so hard not to lecture me or get mad feels so... unnatural. Okay. He protects us. He attacks us. All we need to do is just smack his ass because Shoichi is caked. Shoichi is caked up. We just gotta. Having him let it out actually puts me a lot more at ease. Sometime later, unsurprisingly, Saya ended up obliterating her opponent once again. Watching her matches is almost anticlimactic in a sense. It doesn't go fast, but it's so one-sided to the point that I can't help but feel bad for the people she's playing against. You could make the argument that some of my matches are like that as well, but it's not every single one. Nah, cause you don't want the goods, cause have you seen how he cooks? Have you seen how he makes food? Have you seen it? Motherfucker put sea slug and coffee grounds in chicken noodle soup. He is going to kill someone one day. Sai-chan has already reached the point where she has no rivals whatsoever left in our age range, and it shows. Badly. Once she came out, we quickly surrounded her, showering her in praise for having another solid performance, having won with a final score of 6-love, 6-love. Like I said, one-sided. I very quickly tuned out the conversation going on, however, finding myself unable to focus all that well. Thankfully, I was at least able to disguise it by pretending that exhaustion had finally caught up on me. In reality, having Tanabe-kun approach me like that has gotten me to remember a whole lot of things. It ended up throwing me out of sorts. The only one that seemed to catch on to that fact is Shoichi. It was almost unnerving how often I seemed to have noticed his eyes on me for the rest of the day, watching me like a hawk, trying to find something. I'm not sure what. He would, though. He could, like, whole ass have a monopoly. I tried my best to give him no reason to worry about me, but I don't think I've been all that successful. Eventually, however, we reached the point that Sai and I had been most looking forward to today. And that is... Are you ready? As ready as I can be. Good luck, Keisuke-san. Yeah, we'll be rooting for you. Keisuke's court has been cleared, and the officials began calling for the players to head inside. Favorite ice cream flavor? I'm boring. I like vanilla. I'm boring. Maybe a bit of chocolate here and there, but for the most part, vanilla. I'm boring. I agree with that. Yuya-kun seemed to waste no time, having jogged inside the instant his name was called. Oh, it's time! Kei-kun, on the other hand, lagged behind for a little while, taking several deep breaths and putting his game face on before going in. You've got this, Urushihara. Don't let him get in your head again. I won't. At least have some faith in me. I've got plenty of faith, but that doesn't mean I won't still worry. I find that hard to believe, but whatever. I'm going on. Alright, let's just mentally prepare to have Keisuke all sulky because he got his ass handed to him. Again. The two players begin hitting the ball back and forth after doing their basic warm-ups. After a few minutes of this, the match will start for real. What do you think, Yuichi? You've played against the both of them, so what do you think Urushihara's odds are? It's hard to say. Kei-kun has improved a whole lot since the last time they played, but Yuya-kun is the unpredictable type. He has a nasty habit of improving right in front of your eyes, so you can't really anticipate how much he'll be able to match someone. Oh, cookies and cream is really good. It sounds like someone I know. No comment. Shoichi and Sai both laugh under their breath, sharing a fist bump between them back. All the while thinking they are so sneaky. I choose to ignore it. The umpire quickly called for both players to go to the net and greet each other before flipping the coin to decide who would start with the serve. I can't really make out what they're saying when they're this far away, but it seems like Kei-kun won the toss. Unsurprisingly, at least to some, he chooses to let Yuya-kun serve first. There are a few murmurs among the crowd, and I can even spot the Akita raising an eyebrow at his decision, but those of us who know him can only half-heartedly smile at it. That really is a bad habit of his, isn't it? Normal people would choose to serve themselves. I shake my head, unconsciously letting out a throaty chuckle. Having played against Kei-kun more times than anyone else, I'm more than familiar with that habit of his by now. If he hasn't played against someone much before, he'll let them serve so he can study their habits and come up with a counter strategy to deal with them. And if he has played enough to have their mannerisms and tics memorized, he'll still let them serve first so he immediately try to break their serve. Having your serve broken can be incredibly stressful, especially if it's the very first serve of the game. It sets the pace for the rest of the game and can throw someone majorly out of it. Kei-kun has a bit of a nasty streak on him considering how often he'll try to resort to mind games, but I also understand he's just trying to do whatever he can to win. The hare and the Akita take their respective positions on the court. I instinctively hold my breath in anticipation when Yuya-kun raises his head and locks eyes with Kei-kun while gripping the ball tightly in his hand. Come on, Kei-kun, you can do this! I close my eyes, putting a hand over my chest and taking a deep breath. For some reason, I feel even more tense about this than I do on my own matches. No, I just, like, plain vanilla. Just plain vanilla. Nothing on top. Just plain, boring vanilla. For some reason, I feel even more tense about this than I do on my own matches. I just want K-kun to win. A few hours later. Cheers! We all clink our glasses together as we toast the end of the second day of competition. As soon as we got back to the hotel, we made sure to scurry into Keisuke and I's room so we could celebrate and relax together. Jun and Shoichi went out to buy us all food while the rest of us stuck around to wait and set a table for everyone. Ordinarily, we would have done it in the hotel lobby, but since not everyone managed to survive elimination in the second day, we didn't want to seem disrespectful to them. It took a bit under half an hour to have everything ready, but we finally had food and drinks for the whole group. Incidentally, we could have eaten the hotel food, but then there would have been none for Shoichi, Aki, and Jun. You did a great job today, Keikun. Once again, congratulations. Thank you, Yoichi-san. Honestly, you have no idea how relieved I am myself. I can more or less imagine. Watching Keisuke's match was already nerve-wracking. I can't begin to imagine how it must have felt for him playing it. He started off with a strong lead, quickly breaking Yuya-kun's first couple serves and winning the first set 6-2. However, in true Yuya fashion, the Akita soon started getting used to him and catching up. By the time they got halfway through the second set, the situation was almost completely flipped on its head. In the end, Keikun managed to barely squeeze out a win during the third set, finishing this match with a score of 6-2, 6-7, 7-5. I could barely even breathe during the last game, and I ended up screaming myself hoarse when Keikun scored the winning point. The two shared a few words at the end of the match before Yuya-kun slinked away looking dejected. Oh, hiya. Oh my god, you're still in class? Oh my god. Oh my god. It was quite telling that he didn't even bother coming up to us to chat after the match. I'm sure he wasn't expecting that kind of result, so I can understand. Not that I imagine that keeping him down for too long, though. He just doesn't seem the type to. My ears are still ringing from how loudly we cheered at the end there. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Sorry about your ears, though. It's all good. Feels like a fair trade-off. Keisuke chuckles. We all share food and drinks while chatting idly about whatever topic comes to mind. Of course, most of it ends up being about the competition. What matches we enjoyed the most, what we're looking forward to, what our opinion on events so far is, that kind of thing. See, like, I like horror. I love horror movies. I love horror movies, but I get scared easily. I, like, wimped out of playing the first Five Nights at Freddy's game because I got scared. That kind of thing. My meeting with Tanabe-kun ends up being brought up in passing, but I thankfully managed to change the subject before long. The sushi that Shoichi brought for everyone ended up being pretty high quality, to the point that a few of us felt bad and wanted to pay him back, but he insisted on having it be his treat. Okay. Keisuke beat Yuya's ass! I'm just glad Keikun didn't get eliminated. It would have felt really awkward sleeping tonight if he did, even if he decided to stick around. I know, right? It would suck so much to go to bed alone after rooming together for 2 nights. As soon as I hear Sai's reaction, I realize that I screwed up. Keikun and I exchange a look as he slightly pities me. Or at least I assume that that's pity in his eyes. Hayato and 2 of the girls got eliminated during the 3rd round, while the last of the girl, Ayane, got eliminated during the quarterfinals. For Keisuke and I, surviving so far meant at least the 2 of us would see the last day of competition together, even if one of us is bound to be eliminated tomorrow morning during the semifinal. For Saya, however, it means she'll be sleeping alone in her room thanks to the eliminated girls deciding they didn't want to stick around. It's not uncommon to have eliminated players head home early instead of sticking around. It can be quite demoralizing to stay and watch your friends play when you yourself can't. But it still feels a little cold that out of the 4 of them, no one wanted to stay. They could have at least stayed to cheer. Maybe they just chose not to stay the night but will show up tomorrow to watch? I doubt it. Apparently Sai's roommate stopped on her way upstairs to let her know she would be packing her stuff and taking the train home as soon as she could. I guess that's one of the upsides of team sports. Presumably, you and your friends are all on the same team. You either make it or break it together. If you get eliminated, everyone goes home together. No one gets left behind. I guess. We'll still be here to cheer you up tomorrow, Sayani. Thanks, Aki-chan. That makes me feel a little better. Do you think they already left? Probably. We don't exactly bring much stuff with us on trips. It doesn't take long to pack up. Somehow hearing that come from the person that brought an almost overwhelming number of bags feels at least a little bit off. I kind of feel bad for mentioning that I'll have to leave soon. Feels like a bad time to say it, but it's true. It's fine. I get that it's getting late. Counterpoint, if time was such an issue, maybe you shouldn't have gone out for sushi. Sushi is a good celebration food. I'm not saying that it isn't, but making a large order on the spot takes a while. You guys were out for a good 40 minutes. If you'd gone to the convenience store and bought a few packaged meals, we could have hung out for at least an extra half hour. Convenience store food for a celebration feels kind of sad, though. It's either time or food. You have to pick one or the other. Shoichi has a point. It is getting a bit late. It's already dark out and everything. It's not as big a deal since we already had dinner, so that's one less thing to worry about when getting home, but we'll at least help you guys clean up before we go. Jun quickly gets up as he makes his offer, grabbing the empty bags, bottles, cans, and the likes, putting them on a large empty trash bag that he and Shoichi also brought along with the food to dispose of everything after we were done. I initially praised Shoichi on the foresight when they all came back, but was quickly surprised to hear that it had been Jun's idea all along. Though I made sure to keep that surprise to myself and apologize for assuming Shoichi was the one to think of it. We all pitch in with the cleanup. Thankfully, it doesn't take long since we didn't buy all that much stuff in the first place. Just a couple of minutes and the room is back to how it was before we got here. However, there's a kind of melancholic feeling that comes with it. I guess it always feels like that when you're clearing up after a party, or maybe that's just a me thing. Who knows? Come on, let's head downstairs. We'll see you guys out. We will? I was hoping to take a breather. My ear! Izaguchi-san? Jeez, how can it be so thick? Sai-chan's intentions had been very clear from the start, yet Kei-kun seemed to struggle to catch on to it. Because of it, she ended up grabbing him by the ear and dragging him along with her while he yelped and protested in vain. I'll give him a break since I can imagine he's suffering from all kinds of exhaustion after his match earlier today, but Shoichi and I both share a meaningful look, stifling the urge to laugh. I'll be downstairs in a second. Let me just make sure I didn't forget my wallet or anything important first. Kay! The excuse isn't the best, but it's not like it's needed in the first place. In fact, I'm pretty sure everyone other than Kei-kun, Aki included, knows what's up. But it only feels right to go along with it since Sai-chan went through the trouble of trying to be subtle about it. Soon Shoichi and I are left alone in the room, just as Sai-chan intended. Man, I really hope Urushiharu's ear will be okay. I was afraid Saya was going to rip it off. He shouldn't have resisted. I laugh off Shoichi's concern as a pleasant silence washes over the two of us for a moment. I try to think of something to say, even if it's just in an effort to make idle conversation, but it ultimately proves unnecessary. Shoichi steps toward me until our chests are nearly bumping, looking down at me with his bright green eyes. I'm sorry it took me so long to get here. This again? Stop apologizing, it's not necessary. It feels necessary, we barely got to spend time together. That's to be expected considering where we are. Forgive me for wanting to spend as much time with my boyfriend as I can. That's not what I'm... Shoichi cut me off mid-sentence, closing the gap between us and planting a kiss on my lips. The words that were stuck in my throat turned into a coo as I quickly let myself sink into that feeling, leaning forward to reciprocate. God, Shoichi, at least give me a warning next time. And give up my advantage? Never. I playfully smack the husky's chest, gently nudging him away from me and in the process as we pull apart. You're a dumbass. I don't see you complaining. How astute. Shoichi chuckles, covering his mouth with his face and shaking his head. Come on, let's head downstairs. It'd be rude to leave everyone waiting for too long, especially after Sai-chan went out of her way to give us some time alone. Yeah, I know. I don't want to, but I know Shoichi can't hang around forever. The two of us head downstairs, holding hands as soon as we realize the hallway is empty and only bothering to separate when we reach the front desk. Sai, Kei-kun, and I wait outside as we say our farewells to the rest of the group for the night, watching them leave for a bit under the warm summer air before heading back inside. When Kei-kun and I head to the bath together, I remark somewhat sadly that the place feels a bit lonely tonight. Even if Hayato-kun was the only other guy in our group, the knowledge that everyone save the three of us was eliminated is enough to make the place feel a lot quieter than usual. Okay, let me just... I think this is the one thing. Is this the one where Shoichi beats the hell out of Haruki? Yes, it is! Scary Shoichi face. Let's just hold down control because we already like read through it. I mean, he kissed you. That's just unforgivable. Why? What do you mean why? I mean, he kissed you. Aren't you upset because of that? Don't tell me you actually liked it. Of course I didn't. And that's besides the point. But why would you care so much about that? You're not worried whether he hurt me or anything? All you're focusing on is the fact that he kissed me? That's... Shoichi. Could it really be... No, get this out of your head. Shoichi just cares about you and is worried about you. That's all. I'm letting that bastard's words influence my thought process. Sorry, Yoichi. I guess my priorities might be a little messed up. It's fine. Sorry to have gotten upset about it. You're just worrying about me because I'm your friend, right? Yeah, that's all there is to it. Oh no, because like I already have like a plan in my little brain. Shoichi, which we just finished so far. Then Haruki. Then Keisuke. Then June. Why does his voice sound so unconvincing? Why the hell did that happen? Nope, this is Shoichi I'm talking about. If he said that that's what it is, then I'll believe him. It'd be too awkward otherwise. Either way, he really needs to get his shit together. Coach is really close to just kicking him off the team altogether. Things sound really rough for him. It's not like he's blameless on the matter, though. I know, I still feel bad for him, though. Family is supposed to be a safe place. They're supposed to take care of you and protect you, not abuse you. You and I are lucky we grew up in loving families, even if they did have their problems. Yeah, loving families. Right. Is something the matter? No, not at all. I was just thinking that you're right. We really were lucky, huh? But people like Haruki or Urushihara didn't have the same luck as we did. Yeah, now that I think... Oh yeah, we already read all that. Just a little bit more. I'm almost done. Aniki, are you there? I'm heading out. If you stay in there, you're going to be late for class. Just a few more minutes. I'm doing some of the homework I forgot about. What a useless older brother. What was that? Bye-bye. Hey! Ha-ha! Aha! Ha-ha! Congratulations, you've unlocked a new route. Woohoo! Okay, so we got... Oh my! Oh my! Oh my! That is a lot. That is as many as June has. That is a lot. Anyways, once more I sigh. I've already lost count of how many it's been today. 10? 20? I don't even know anymore. All I know is that for some reason I can't seem to stop sighing. Oh my god, I have to bring it up now. You said material girl. I have to bring it up now. You already know what it is. Hi, my name is Haruki from Tennis Ace. As you can see, I'm a material girl. Earlier today, I quickly excused myself when everyone else was showing up for lunch since I didn't feel like having company. Instead, I headed down to the courtyard and walked around aimlessly until the bell rang again. I didn't even touch my food. And now I have no idea what I'm doing. As soon as class was over, I grabbed my bag and dashed out of the door before anyone else. I'm sure I might have accidentally tripped someone up in the process, but I didn't hang back to look. Hang on. I'm sure I might have accidentally tripped someone up in the process, but I didn't hang back to look. I quickly began walking without any particular destination in mind. In fact, it's more like my feet started carrying me away before I'd even realized I'd left. Without even thinking, I somehow end up back here once again. Finally snapping out of my daze, I look around the roof, inwardly asking myself what the hell I am even doing here. I know I haven't been able to focus much since that happened, but come on! Even though I tend to come here quite often, this time it feels different somehow. Besides, how ironic is it for me to somehow end up back here without even noticing? I suppose I can't say that that hasn't been on my mind since recently, but closing my eyes, I retrace my steps that day. I follow along with them, eventually ending up in the same exact spot where it happened. Even through my usually hazy at best memory, those events are still very vividly engraved in my mind, so much so that it hurts. I'm gonna take the material girl down. I'm taking it down. Like, I felt myself slowly turn into a bitch. And not a bad bitch. I was not a bad bitch. I was just a bitch. Why can't I forget it? I look around once more, trying to make sure that a certain someone isn't around this time. Being caught by surprise once was enough. Slowly, I touched my fingers to my lips. Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing anyone wants on their Burger King burger is someone else's foot fungus. But it turns out that might be exactly what you get. I am a basic bitch. Playing that whole scene once again on repeat in my mind. Not like it's the first time. Even though I know for a fact that I didn't imagine any of it. Did that guy seriously kiss me? The whole thing was, honestly, very creepy and a little disgusting. I mean, who the hell kisses someone out of nowhere like that? And a complete stranger of all things. No matter how I look at it, that dude is a complete and total douchebag. Possibly even unhinged. I shouldn't waste even a single second on him. That much is for sure. But, oh, what the hell is wrong with me? I cradle my head, closing my eyes and trying to shake that memory out of my mind. Why won't it go away? Seriously, think about something else, Shoichi. Literally anything else. And the guy isn't even here right now, is he? Unbelievable. I catch myself checking for the third time to see if he's around. Wait, why do I even care? I should be glad that he's not here. Why do I keep rechecking over and over? It's like I'm hoping I'll find him. That would be ridiculous. Right? Goddamn jerk-ass bastard! What the hell did you do to me? I want to keep reading. I want to keep reading in that girl boss the drag queen voice. I want to keep reading in it. I want to keep reading it because it's fun. I don't want to keep thinking about this crap. I have better things to do. Ah. Out of nowhere, a loud ringing echoes from my right pocket, vibrating strongly against my leg and making me scream bloody murder. What the hell? I thought I put you on silent. Did I seriously forget to do even that much? God, I'm so glad no one was around to hear me screaming just now. Who's even calling me right now? Wait, Saya-chan? Oh crap. I'm supposed to be at practice. I completely forgot. Hey there, Saya-chan. What's up? What do you mean by what's up? Where are you? You're supposed to be here. I got a bit sidetracked. Hiya. Don't tell me you're skipping practice again today. No, not at all. I'm totally heading there. Come on. It's not like I'm super late or anything. You don't need to call me. Are you high? Practice started 30 minutes ago. Huh? I quickly bring my phone down to eye level, looking at the screen to confirm that I'm not being toyed with. Instead, my eyes go wide the moment I see the clock. How did this much time pass so fast? What the hell have I been doing for the past half an hour? Holy shit, I'm really sorry, Saya-chan. I didn't mean to ditch practice. I was distracted and zoned out on my way there. I ended up someplace completely different. I'll be right there, I promise. Seriously? This isn't some excuse to cover for your poor attempt to ditch, is it? Of course not. I really did lose track of time. Fine, I'll believe you this time, but only because you've been acting weird since this morning. You even ditched us during lunch. Yeah, sorry about that too. I had a lot on my mind today. That's nice. Just get your ass over here already, okay? Before I can respond, I hear the classic sound of a mute line. She really did just hang up on my face, huh? At least I've managed to avoid death this time, but I really shouldn't keep Saichan waiting if I know it's good for me. I quickly make my way to the exit, heading for the door at a half jog to make sure I don't take too long. I grab the handle, twisting it and hearing it open with a loud, dull click. But as soon as I'm halfway through the door, something makes me hesitate. For some reason, I feel compelled to look back one last time. My eyes scan around the deserted rooftop, the faint spring breeze ruffling my fur and whistling in my ears for several uninterrupted seconds of absolutely nothing. When I finally catch myself doing it, I silently curse at myself and close the door behind me, making sure to put some distance between myself and whatever I seem to find up there. My mind is my friend right now, and I have no idea why. May 10th. I wonder what I should do today. The rooftop sounds extra inviting right now, although I'm pretty sure I'd get yelled at if I went there. And that's never stopped me before. I quietly and unenthusiastically chew on my food, all the while staring out the window in a daze, not even bothering to enjoy it. I thought making something more elaborate for my lunch would give me something to look forward to, but it seems that even food has failed me now. I went out of my way to make one of my favorites. Crispy pork cutlets served with rice, rolled omelets, stir-fried veggies, and some teriyaki sauce, drizzled on top for good measure. Doing all of it was such a pain in the ass, but I figured I'd need some encouragement to get me through the day and thought that food would be the perfect solution. I'm not Trixie Mattel. I genuinely do not know who that is. I genuinely do not know who Trixie Mattel is. I genuinely do not know who she is. Like, hang on. Let me just... I know. I'm shocked too. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. Oh, she's a drag queen. Okay. I'm playing one of her videos right now.
Something happened recently in our own backyard. Not literally, but in Texas. I whacked myself in the face.
Nah, what is it? What's one? I don't know. I've never heard of her until now. The only drag queen that I knew of was, like, RuPaul and Pablo Vittar. Those are, like, the only ones that I've known about.
You can take selfies in low light. The new Samsung Galaxy S23, free for everyone from US Cellular.
Alright, I'm playing it right now.
Hi, it's Trixie Mattel, and we are back. Listen, let's just not act like we're about to not do what we're about here to...
Our own backyard.
Let's not act like we are not about to do what we're about to do on this channel right now in this gig. So, I was filming a television program in London when this video came out, and I didn't have my cameras, I didn't have anything, so I couldn't instantly respond. So I...
Oh, fuck. I see what you all mean. I see what you mean. I'm gonna have to, like, sit down and watch her videos. Hell, I used to make my bento the night before, but I made sure to wake up extra early this morning to fry the cutlets, all to make sure they'd be as crispy as possible when I finally ate it. And then I find myself picking around my food, barely even eating it. All semblance of an appetite has been sorely missing, if it was ever there at all. Man, what's going on with me? Hello? Hello? Uh-huh? Who? What? What? I knew it. You didn't listen to a word we've been saying, did you? Yes? If you're going to lie to me, at least put some effort in it. Don't insult my intelligence. What's going on, Shoichi? You've been spacing out since yesterday. Ugh. Has it really been that obvious? I thought I was doing a passable job of hiding it. Guess I'm not as good as an actor as I thought I was. What a pain. You know what? Screw it. I haven't been able to get my mind off of it at all. I might as well ask. I guess I've had something in my mind for a bit now. Do we want to keep doing that voice that I've been doing for the past, like, almost 10 minutes? Just completely... Just, like, use that voice for the rest of the stream. Or just keep going until... I don't know. Okay. Okay. Let me just... pull up the material, girl. I gotta find it first. Oh shit, I almost fell. I almost fell. Hang on. Alright. I leaned back and almost fell. And I feel bad. Because I almost fell. Alright. Alright, let's do this. Alright, let's do this. I guess I've had something on my mind for a bit now. You don't say. Wasn't that your excuse for nearly missing practice yesterday, too? It's not an excuse! So admit you did say it. Yes? Your lack of vocabulary is scary. What the hell do you want from me? I just told you I've been distracted. What's the matter, Shoichi-san? Right, I was about to ask something. Shoichi. Do you remember a few days ago? When we ran into, you know, back on the rooftop? The moment I mention that event, Shoichi's expression immediately darkens. Maybe darkens isn't quite the right word for it. It's more like he's gone completely blank. The change is so sudden that it freaks me out a little bit. Honestly, smash. I'd smash Haruki. Shoichi. Oh, what's this about? Is some kind of secret? Tell me! Tell me! Is everything okay, Shochan? What's with your face? There's nothing wrong with my face. My face is totally face. This is the same face I always have. Your face is a what now? Oh, by the way, did any of you see the last night's game? It was the Yakota Panthers versus the Hakata Jets. The game went up to... Easy there, Slick! You're trying to change the subject, aren't you? And it's not even a little bit subtle. What do you mean? I'm just excited about last night's game. Come on, Shoichi! You asked what's been bothering me, and I tried to tell you about it. Don't just ignore me! Dug my own grave here, huh? It can't be that big of a deal, can it? All I did was ask about what happened back on the roof. Fine. What do you want to know? Hang on. I know I said that you shouldn't change the subject, but aren't you skipping a few steps here? It's rude to have a whole conversation about something without giving other people context. That's right. I want to know about the secret, too. It's not really a secret. Just something weird that happened a few days ago. That's all. I don't know. It sounds plenty enough like a secret to me from the way you guys are talking about it. I smile wryly at the boisterous tiger's enthusiasm, reaching for his head to give him a few head pats. That causes him to immediately settle down and sit patiently, although with some nudging against my hand every now and then. June, you are not a tiger! You're a fucking house cat! It was, I went on the rooftop a few days ago to try and relax a bit during our lunch break, you know? The day after Shima-sensei gave that super long lecture about different iterations of the exact same myth. My brain was scrambled from trying to memorize every small variation. Oh yeah, I do remember that. Or at least I remember it happened. I already forgot the whole lesson. I worry for you. Either way, I'd gone there to relax, but found this guy I didn't really know already on my spot. I tried asking him what he was doing there, but he was all weird and rude, and I hesitate briefly, catching myself right before I blab about the things he said about Shoichi. Shoichi was already pissed off after it happened. I really don't need to throw more ammo into the fire. I I don't want to have a murder on my hands. Besides, well, part of me is kind of worried that maybe that guy had a point. Ugh, I'm awful. Why am I even giving any weight to the words of some random douchebag I don't even know? Shoichi? Right, as I was saying, like I was being all rude and confrontational and stuff, and then at one point he asked me something like, why are you so popular, or some crap like that. Said he didn't understand what other people saying me. And then he, leaned in and kissed me. He what? Kissed? Shh! Not so loud! Jesus, don't announce it to the whole class. Oh, sorry. Why would he do that? Because he's a creepy asshole with no sense of boundaries. That does whatever he can to make other people uncomfortable. Shoichi-san? What's with your... This is my face! Sorry. Fuck. Shochan, you're scaring Kobayashi-kun. Shoichi settles back down on his seat, still grumbling unhappily despite the sudden chastising he's received. Jun, on the other hand, has his fur bristled so much that he looks like an anime protagonist, especially around his tail. To be fair to Shoichi, I think he might be somewhat right. Colorful language aside, I think the dude heard Shoichi arriving, and it did it so Shoichi would see it and get pissed off. I wouldn't put it past him, that's for sure. But why would he want to do that, even if it was just to be caught? I had him called up there to discuss some issues we've been having with him in the volleyball club. Wouldn't surprise me if he pulled some shit to piss me off so we could get away from the conversation. Oh. Well, he did get away, so can you really say he was wrong? It worked. Oh, oh, hell no. I caught up to him when he was leaving school after class and gave him an earful. Fuck. The very thought of that is enough to send a shiver up my spine. No one deserves to be on the receiving end of one of Shoichi's lectures. God knows I never want to again. Oh, fuck my throat. I actually gotta stop because I can feel my vocal cord. I can feel like some slight not good feelings in my throat. I can actually feel some slight not good feelings in my throat. So I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Some slight not good feelings in my throat. No one wants to be on the receiving end of one of Shoichi's lectures. God knows I never want to again. I see. Anyway, I just wanted to ask more about that guy. Like, what's his deal? What exactly were you wanting to talk to him about? Do we seriously have to go there? I'm the one that had someone push him on me. That had someone push himself on me. Least you can do is give me some information. Ugh, fine. Although I'm not really sure what else there is to tell you, you already asked me about him when it happened, remember? Yeah, but you barely told me anything. You told me he's a teammate of yours with an attitude problem, and that his dad is in jail, I guess? Whoa. That sounds heavy. Yeah, well, there's not much else to tell regardless. He skips practice somewhat often, and when he does show up, tends to get in fights with Coach. Although, weirdly enough, I don't remember him ever getting into a fight with any player other than me. Considering the stuff he said about you, I'm not that surprised. But yeah, he and Coach fight a lot. He's disrespectful and belligerent, so the two butt heads often. Coach told me to try and set him straight as the team captain, which is why I was trying to meet up with him in the first place. Seriously, Shoichi, just stay away from that guy. He's going to be nothing but trouble. Don't waste your time on him. What is wrong with you? Don't you know that telling me not to do something will only make me want to do it even more? God damn it, now the thought is going to stay stuck in my head even worse than before. Shoichi? Hello? Earth to Shoichi? Great. I can't even say that I'm right back where I started. If anything, I'm even more curious now about that guy. Ugh. May 11th. Just a little bit more. I'm almost done. Aniki, are you there? I'm heading out. If you stay in there, you're going to be late for class. Just a few more minutes. I'm doing some of the homework I forgot about. What a useless older brother. What was that? They're all so cute. Like, look at that. Ah. Ah. Ugh. Once I step out of the store, I quickly pull my phone out of my pocket, checking my grocery list once more to make doubly sure I have everything I needed to buy. I quickly check inside each of my bags, checking off one item at a time until I'm satisfied that I haven't forgotten anything. Having to run errands out of the house is a pain, so I'd rather not have to come back home again because I forgot something basic, like eggs or soap or fabric softener or whatever. My phone buzzes in my hand with the little widget showing Aki's profile picture at the top of my screen. I tap it without a second thought, seeing a message from him letting me know that Mom had gotten home early today. And she's cooking dinner tonight? For real? I mean, yay Mom, it's nicer home and everything, but couldn't I have been told that before I rushed to the store to buy ingredients? Well, no, we're still out of a few basic things, so Mom might still need the stuff I bought after all. So I guess this trip wasn't a complete bust. At least now I don't have to run back home. I can take my time. I decided to browse my phone for a little bit, taking the time to respond to any messages and getting briefly distracted while looking at a forum discussion on one of my favorite games. Once I'm finally done wasting my time, and most importantly, had some time to breathe, I put my phone away and start walking my way back home. Since Mom is home, maybe I can take it easy and get started on that game I bought last From somewhere nearby, I suddenly hear a bunch of weird, loud noises. I stop on my tracks, immediately straightening my back and looking around for any sign of something out of place. I hear a muffled sound from somewhere I can't identify. Something that sounds kind of like a whimper. I try looking around for it, my ears twitching in the direction I think I first heard the sound from. Right away, I pick it up again, this time a little louder. It sounded like someone fell over. Or was that glass breaking? What the hell is going on? Ignoring all common sense and self-preservation instinct that tells me to go away, I start walking toward the direction I heard that sound from. It seems like it came from this alleyway that curves around the back of the store I'd just come out of. Once again, my brain is screaming at me to get away, but as soon as I catch what sounds like quiet shouting, I can't quite make out the words, but it's enough for me to realize there is some kind of disagreement going on here. Pretty passionate one. Fuck. Am I really doing this? What kind of person hears a fight and walks straight towards it instead of away? For fuck's sake, Shoichi, what is wrong with you? With every step I take into the alley, the commotion becomes louder and more noticeable. Whoever is doing this isn't even trying to be quiet. I should walk away. I know I should walk away. It is absolutely insane of me to not walk away right now. But the only thought in my head is that someone might be needing help right now. And I sure would hope someone would come help me if I were the one in that position. So I quietly scoot toward the corner, peeking around to try and see what is going on. And that's when I see it. Hi, bitch! I have to blink a few times before the sight I see in front of me can start to make a lick of sense. What the hell? Why is he here of all places? You missed it. It takes me a while to properly take in what I am seeing. I see that white wolf from before, Haruki, I think, pinned against the wall by his shoulders, growling, even scowling at a big burly badger that doesn't lose even slightly to him when it comes to looking mean. Did that wolf get into a fight? Seriously? So Shoichi was right about him after all. He really is a... Wait, is that blood? The wolf's got blood all over his nose and his mouth. Patience with you. Get that damn money back, or what's going on here? Before I can spare a single thought into whether what I'm doing is smart or not, I call out as loudly as I can, stepping out from the corner of the alley and putting myself in full view of the two. What the... Yeah... My interruption immediately attracts their attention, although the reaction is very different between the two. Hiya, and yes. While the wolf's eyes go wide as soon as he realizes it's me standing there, the badger's initial surprise goes away in a flash. Instead, he narrows his eyes and snarls at me. Get the fuck out of here, kid! This has nothing to do with you! For some reason, I find myself filled with way more confidence than I probably should have. But it's the lessons I was given as a kid to puff my chest and be as imposing as possible if someone tries to fight me. Something about looking intimidating and trying to avoid a possible fight. I don't even remember anymore. Dad told me that so many years ago that I had completely forgotten it until now. So before I even realize what I'm doing, I'm already running my mouth. You better get out of here! I already called the police and told them there was a fight going on. They're on their way right now! Thankfully, I apparently had the sense to pull my phone out of my pocket before showing myself, so my bluff isn't instantly obvious. You motherfuck! My blood initially ran cold when the badger's grip on the wolf slackened and he began turning his body in my direction. For a second, I thought I had messed up and was about to get attacked. But instead, the wolf immediately took the opportunity to knee the badger on his stomach and push away from him. Fucking get off me! You little... The badger doubles forward, clutching his stomach and wheezing. I half expect the wolf to take the opportunity to beat the crap out of him, but he instead merely stands there, looking down at the badger and growling. Once the badger notices the position he is in, he looks between the wolf and the phone in my hand, grunting and clicking his tongue in displeasure. Fuck this, I'm out. I'm not sticking around for the cops to find me, but don't you think we're done here, Koizumi? Fuck you! The badger and the wolf trade barbs for a few seconds before the outnumbered badger walks back and disappears through the backside of the alley. I let out a shaky breath, only now realizing just how much I was trembling. My jaw was clenched so hard that I can feel a tugging, dull pain from it. My racing thoughts begin to settle down slowly. I look around, scanning our surroundings and making sure that guy is really gone before I can truly start to relax. I don't even know why I did that. Okay. I don't even know why I did that. Why did I side with this guy I barely know in the first place? I don't even know if he wasn't the one in the wrong. Except I saw him being held down by a bigger, taller, older-looking man, and I immediately sprang into action without a single thought of how it could go wrong. I finally peer at the wolf who, despite his attacker having left the area, continues to look down at the ground with flared nostrils and a deep frown, his fangs bared at the air. Maybe I should step away by now. Leave and not say a single word of it, but the sight of the blood dripping down his nose and the corner of his lip cancels out all of those thoughts. It is even more obvious through the contrast of the dark red soaking into his snow-white fur. I look around inside my bags, finding some wipes I'd bought on my way out of the market and grabbing them. I quickly move toward the wolf as he continues to ignore me. However, at the moment I reach to wipe his face with them, the wolf's attention snaps to me. With one quick movement that I can't even react to, he grabs me by the wrist and leaving my hand dangling uselessly mere centimeters from his face. And you! Are you insane? What the fuck is wrong with you? Me? I saved your... I didn't ask for help, you fuckwad! Did you even hear me fucking calling for help? Why are you getting mad at me? Look at you! Your lower lip is all busted up! Who cares? Are you insane? You're like a goddamn deer with the death wish jumping in front of a truck. You look like you were in trouble. Did you expect me to just walk away after seeing that? Yes! What kind of shithead waltzes in and sticks their into a random fight on the streets? Are you trying to get your ass kicked? Are you going to let me clean you up or what? Huh? Since his mouth doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever, in fact, he seems to be finding new ways to insult me, I forcefully pull my hand away, nearly knocking him off balance. But I don't care. I get back to what I was trying to do earlier and begin wiping his face clean from the blood. The wolf sharply sucks in air, making a sound when I touch his nose. Hey, watch it, dipshit! I try my best to clean him up without hurting him, but with how much he's wincing, it doesn't seem to be working too much. Oh well, I'm past the point of caring about that. So what if I hurt him a little? He kind of deserves it. You're lucky, these don't seem to be as bad as I thought. You bled quite a bit, but the cut on your lip seems to be minor, and your nose isn't too smashed in. Whatever. It was still stupid for you to get involved. This was none of your business. You're still on that? Who cares if it's not my business? I'm not going to leave a person to be beaten up right in front of me, even if that person is an asshole like you. Are you stupid or something? That makes no sense. I'm stupid? You're the one annoying the person that's taking care of your face. Which one of us is really stupid? Fuck off. You really do have the survival instincts of a lemon. Cute. Either way, stop moving so I can properly clean your face. I'm not moving. Your mouth is. So zip. Otherwise, don't you complain about me hurting you. I half expected him to fight me on this, but that seems to have shut him up. At least for now. We're gonna leave off here tonight. Ah! I need to learn more of his insults. Anyways, stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.